our respected head of the departments, and our teachers and my dear friends. It is a privilege to have such a distinguished guest, Professor Rumandi Jayasinghe and Dr. Priya Nimishdio.
IPS Academy, Institute of Engineering and Science, is established in 1999, is one of the premier self-financing institute, technical education with imparting quality with the sole motto of knowledge, skills and values.
What more proof do we need that it has grown so much in a handful of time? Let us find more about our institute by exploring a video.
As we know that light is a symbol of brightness and prosperity, as sunlight expels the darkness of night, similarly, blessing in our life brings in our life prosperity and happiness.
To make this morning a blessed, one invoke Goddess Saraswati by kindling the lamp of knowledge and wisdom. For seeking the choicest blessing for the same, I invite our admirable principal, Dr. Archana Kirti Chaudhary Madam, Dr. J. Ponmoji, Dr. A. G. Kothari, Dr. Amit Chandak Sir, to accompany our highly regarded chief guest, Professor Rumandi Jayasinghe and Dr. Priya Nimishdio, to kindle the lamp. Please. Thank you. We request you to take your seat on the stage.
Now, I would like to request our Honorable Principal, Dr. Archana Kirti Chaudhary Ma'am, please welcome our Chief Guest, Professor Rohan D. Jain Singhe, by giving a sapling as a token of love.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like to request Dr. J. Ponmoji ma'am to welcome Dr. Priya Nimishdio by giving sapling as a token of love.
Thank you, ma'am. Moving further, Dr. J. Ponmoji ma'am, convener of high-end workshop, early diagnosis of cancer. Biomarkers of saliva in oral cancer, a non-invasive diagnosis of oral cancer in microfluidics. Her expertise is in biomicrofluidics. She is an associate professor of mechanical engineering department, IPS Academy, Institute of Engineering and Science. I would like to request to Dr. Ponmoji ma'am, please come on the dais to deliver the welcome speech.
Very good morning to all. A warm welcome to all of you for this 7-day high-end workshop on early diagnosis of oral cancer biomarkers in saliva with non-invasive techniques. It is my honor to introduce the experts who are going to share their valuable knowledge that they have gained through their research experience. Professor Rohan D. Singhe, he is present here with us today. He is a chair professor of oral medicine and periodontology from Faculty of Dental Sciences, University of Peradeniya, Sri Lanka. In between his much important and responsible works, he has agreed to come offline to share his experience related to oral cancer. It is a honor to have you here, sir. Dr. Priya Nimishdio, who is also present here, working as an assistant professor in Department of Oral Pathology and Microbiology. She is from Bharati Vidyapith, Deemed University, Pune. And on the following days, Dr. Shanti Moikar, he is from Department of Medical Devices, National Institute of Pharmaceutical Education and Research, Naipur, Hyderabad. He'll be giving his lecture. And on the following days, Dr. Abhinav Singh, he is an associate professor in Department of Dentistry. He is from AIIMS, Bhopal. Then followed by Professor Hem Chandra Jha. He is from Department of Biosciences and Biomedical Engineering. He has developed a group, Infection Bioengineering Group, and also working towards diagnosing different diseases from IIT Indore. Dr. Kanti Kumar Atankar, he is our internal faculty. He is working in Chemical Engineering Department as an associate professor, and he will be providing interdisciplinary talk on application of ionic liquids in medical science. Then our another internal faculty, Dr. Devanshi Jagwani, she is from Civil Department, and she is going to provide a talk on molecular docking for cancer drug designing. Myself, I'll be summarizing the current diagnostic techniques used for diagnosing oral cancer with biomicrofluidics. There are 3 more experts who will be delivering their lectures online. 2 are from Sri Lanka and 1 from Hungary. This workshop is going to provide you collected interdisciplinary expertise from different backgrounds who all have worked for diagnosing and curing oral cancer, along with introduction to microfluidics related to oral cancer diagnosis. Many of you have made a huge effort to join us today, especially the participants from all over India. On behalf of all of us, we are deeply appreciative. I would like to thank our principal, Dr. Archana Kirti Chaudhary, President Achal Chaudhary, and Government of India for providing support in all dimensions to conduct this workshop. Government of India has taken a good initiative through Karyashala, that is Accelerate Vigyan, to support motivated PG and PhD level students who are having a strong willingness to get excellence in their scientific and engineering research pursuits. The objective of Karyashala is aimed to provide hands-on experience to the students, primarily from universities, colleges, private academic institutions, and newly established institutes in handling troubleshooting of high-end scientific instruments and such skill development on teams required for research work. I once again thank everyone, my team members especially, who have helped me for this high-end workshop. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Now I would like to request our Honorable Principal Dr. Archana Kidri Chaudhary ma'am to please come on the dais.
Very good morning to one and all. On behalf of IPS family, first of all, I would like to welcome Professor Ruhan Jaisinghe, Chair Professor of Oral Medicine, University of Peradeniya, Sri Lanka, and Dr. Priya Nimish Deo, she is from Associate Professor in Bharatiya Vidyapeeth, Deemed University, Pune. IPS Academy was established in 1994. It's a group of institutions offering quality or imparting quality education with the sole motto of knowledge, skill and values. One of the mission of our institute is to inculcate the spirit of entrepreneurship among the students and among the faculties. So we are trying to create an ecosystem to inculcate the spirit of entrepreneurship among the students. In the same, we are trying to establish an incubation cell within the campus. We are delighted to have faculty like Dr. J. Punemozi. She joined our institute in 2017. And in the last 5 years, she is successfully establishing the microfluidics lab in the campus. So this step is one step ahead of creating an ecosystem for establishing the incubation in the campus. Early diagnosis of cancer was a dream of our president. So he immediately accepted the proposal of Dr. Punemozi to start working on this project. There was a big issue regarding the fund. The government is not coming forward to so easily to sponsor us. So our management took decision. An initial amount of 66.5 lakh rupees are sponsored by our Honorable President Achal K. Chaudhary. So this is a big initiative. Actually, he declared rupees 1 crore annually for this type of noble cause of for establishing an incubation or for doing for providing the amount as a seed money for the faculties as well as for the students. So the students are also in the process. We already identified 27 ideas, and we also request all the faculty members to come forward and join hands with the person like Professor Ruhan Jaisinghe, Professor Priya Nimish Deo, and so many other experts are coming in this workshop. The workshop is basically focusing on early diagnosis of oral cancer, biomarkers of saliva in oral cancer, and non-invasive diagnosis of oral cancer in a microfluidic platform. But I request everyone, as maximum as possible, you should spare time and attend the workshop apart from the participant. Actually, we have the registration from every corner of the country, right, ma'am? Around. So 27 registrations from outside the Indore, 31 from outside the Indore, and I request, because we are getting this opportunity, so I request all the faculty members, maybe from other colleges of IPS Academy like pharmacy, or from the ISLE like Science College, or also from the from IPS Academy itself, engineering college itself. Take this opportunity and explore as maximum as possible. You can explore with this so experts. There may be possibility you may not understand at the micro level of this research, but at least you should understand what should be done in your area also. I request everyone to be the part of this. I assure all the participants you will be happy at the end of 7 days program. It's 7 days program. We will try our level best to make this event successful. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. For moving further, Dr. Priya Nimish Dio, currently working as an assistant professor, Department of Oral Pathology and Microbiology, Bharati Vidyapeeth Deemed University, Dental College and Hospital from Pune.
She has served as dental surgeon BDS, assistant professor BDS, and assistant professor MDS, BVDU, DCH, Pune. Now, I humbly request you to please come on the dais and share your experience, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Priya Nimish Dev from the Department of Oral Pathology and Microbiology, Bharati Vidyapeeth Dental College and Hospital, Pune. At the outset, I would like to thank Dr. Ponmozi ma'am for giving me this opportunity and to be present here in this workshop, 7-day workshop, which is organized by the IPS Academy, Indore. As we all know that currently the oral cancer has become a global health burden. Despite advancements in technology, the 5-year survival rate, the prognosis still remains poorer. There are a lot of advanced technologies developed which are used for diagnosing oral cancer. Even then, the current prognosis rate is still poor. That is why this has attracted the scientific community all over the world to research and on oral cancer. And as we know, currently the oral microbiome is thought to play a role in many diseases in the oral cavity as well as in the entire body. Microbiome is linked to oral health as well as to systemic health and diseases. In my session, I will be covering the role of oral microbiome in oral carcinogenesis, the different techniques which are involved in studying the carcinogenesis and the role of oral microbiome in it, what exactly the microbes do, and the current advancements, what current research is going on in this field of oral microbiome and oral cancer. So looking forward to having an interactive session with all of you. Thanks a lot.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
Now, I would like to request Dr. A.G. Kothari sir to please take over the dais.
Good morning, everybody. Actually, such kind of workshops, they are very useful. You can have a platform for discussion. I think I have not much knowledge about this, but I can say because it is the cancer word is a very something which we don't like. And so, I wish the organizers a great success in this for 8 days, and I again thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Our chief guest, Professor Ruwan D. Jayasinghe, he is BDS, MS, FDS, RCPS, is currently working as the chair professor of oral medicine and periodontology, and he is a special in oral surgery in the Department of Oral Medicine and Periodontology, Faculty of Dental Sciences, University of Peradeniya, also an adjunct faculty member in the Department of Oral Medicine and Periodontology, Savita Dental College and Hospitals, Savita Institute of Medical and Technical Sciences, Chennai, India.
He is BDS from the University of Peradeniya and received MS Oral Surgery from the Post-Graduation Institute of Medicine, University of Colombo, and became a board certified specialist in oral surgery. Now, I would like to request sir to please take over the mic.
distinguished delegates on the dais and off the dais. Very good morning to all of you. And it gives me a great honor and a privilege to be here as the chief guest in this important occasion. I never expected that, but I was so happy to be here in front of you and to share some of my knowledge that we have. I am basically a clinician. I am a person who sees the patient every day. And I can't remember a day where I have not seen a patient with oral cancer. And almost all these patients who are coming to us with oral cancer comes very late. And unfortunately, whatever we do, most of the patients will die within short period of time. And even otherwise, even if they survive, there will be a serious impact on their life. They are functionally handicapped, they are emotionally handicapped, they are socially handicapped, so therefore their quality of life is extremely poor. So that is why it is important for us to do something to prevent the patients getting oral cancer. Now we all know the oral cancer is associated with tobacco, areca nut and alcohol, mostly associated with pan. But not everybody who is chewing areca nut, chewing the betel quid, chewing pan is getting the oral cancer. So there has to be something either adding into it or something preventing the people going for it. So therefore the people thought, okay, it is the genetics. But if it is the genetics, when the entire family use the betel quid, tobacco, why only one person is getting it, not everybody else? So the genetics, true, I agree, it plays an important role, but it cannot be everything. So now the research ideas and the thoughts are shifted towards the nutrition and microbiome. Whether the nutrition play a role in carcinogenesis and the microbiome plays a role in carcinogenesis. There is initial evidence for both, but the amount of research that we have conducted is not good enough. So the research cannot be done only with the clinician. Research cannot be done only with the oral pathologist. We have to have an interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary approach in doing the research to identify the way forward to prevent this particular disease. So in this respect, I was very happy that we are having the opportunity to collaborate with your prestige college, IPS Academy, Institute of Engineering and Science, and to do some good work combining the engineering side as well as the dental medical side. So that will be the way forward. Unless we go for interdisciplinary, multidisciplinary research, we are not going to go anywhere. Everything has to come together. So therefore, I believe that this is a great opportunity for us, all of us, to learn from each other and to come up with something which will ultimately help the poor patient. There's no point in we doing all the stuff, getting papers or getting the awards, whatever, unless the benefit goes to the poor people of this part of the world. It's a problem in this country, it's a problem in Sri Lanka, and not only that, it's a problem in all the neighboring countries as well. So therefore, and most of these people are very poor people. So we as the professionals, we as the academics, we have a huge responsibility in doing something to prevent it. And finally, I would like to wish you all a very successful workshop, and I will be here till tomorrow, and I will be talking to you basically on the clinical aspects of it. What are these oral potentially malignant disorders, how it will go into the oral cancer, showing a lot of photographs, and I will show you the available diagnostic adjuncts. So up to now we have the diagnostic adjuncts. They have their own advantages and disadvantages, but up to now we don't have a foolproof diagnostic adjunct. Still, we are 100% depending on our eyes and the biopsy where the pathologist will tell us what it is. Both are not the best way of doing it. So simpler method, non-invasive method will be very helpful. So I will be discussing those aspects, leaving the rest to be discussed by the others. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Professor.
Now, I would like to thank our chief guests, Professor Rumandi Jayasinghe and Dr. Priya Nimishdio, and guest of honor for sparing their valuable time for us and gracing this event. Your thought have valuable time for us. We all are for your valuable presence and guidance. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Requesting you to proceed for the high tea, followed by registration, lunch, and first session of the workshop with Priya Nimish Deo. Thank you.
Venue will be the placement cell, placement Audi at 2 o'clock.
The next session after high tea will be in placement Audi at 2 o'clock, given by Dr. Priya Nimish Dio. So you're all welcome there. Thank you.